Learn how to use reflect construct method to instantiate classes or constructor function as an alternative to using the traditional new keyword operator. So here's my boilerplate code, and we're going to be looking at this construct method together. Normally, when you want to create a new object instance out of a class or an array constructor, you use the new keyword. For example, if you want to make a new array, so you call the new array constructor. Let's say let foot equals to new array, and then inside this array, you can then pass whatever it is that you want to display to you want to display in the instance of your array. But in this example, we want to look at how the reflect construct method turn this object creation step into a formal highly dynamic function call. Although it does the exact same thing as the new array constructor that you have on the screen right now, but it allows you to build instances programmatically without hard-coding the new operator syntax that I have here in this example. So let's move on and then look at an example that depicts a perfect situation or scenario for using the construct method in JavaScript. So firstly, we need to make a functional object creation. Functional object creation. Functional. So what is that functional object creation? It is a way to instantiate a new instance of our object or array. So how do we do that? Well, let's make a color object. And for this color object, I will call this method reflect.construct. What do I want to construct here? In this instance, I want to construct an array. And from this array, then I can pass in the other argument that will be inside my array. To create the array, I've passed in the square brackets, and inside it, I can pass in a list of color, green, and blue. So here I have a list of the color that I want inside my array. Now, if you look at what we have here, you can see that this method is targeting a global JavaScript, which is the array keyword that you can see here. So it passes a list of string elements and creates a fully functional array instance containing this color that are passed inside of it, which means that if I need to update or remove from it, it becomes very much more easier to update this function and then update or remove from my array at any point in time. So I can go ahead now to display the results. Display results. Document.getElement by ID. So I'll use this method to display my results.innerHTML equals to colors. And you can see red, green, blue. Now, for instance, if I want to add more color, I can say gray. Now, see how easy it is for me. And if I want to remove it, you can see how easy it is for me to just remove it from my color array list. So why do we need a function call when the new keyword is shorter? Why it seems identical for simple arrays? Reflect construct construct method has a secret superpower, and it is that optional third parameter, which is the new target here. So you see this part where we can update or remove, where we can do all sorts of things, is the secret superpower behind this method. So this parameter lets you create an instance using a specific constructor function, but forces its internal new target and prototype chain to match a completely different constructor, like a subclass. So doing this with traditional new syntax is incredibly junky. At least it's difficult to do, not that it is not possible. So this is essential for writing deep library abstraction and custom framework routing mechanism. So a situation where you are working on maybe a library or a framework and you are working on a routing mechanism, this becomes super useful and super handy for you as a developer. So we literally drop the new keyword completely in this example, and we are instead making use of the reflect construct method. So we supply the constructor function with array and a new target, which is acting as an array parameter here. And so we are wrapping our individual parameter neatly into our target array. You can see red, green, and blue. So the JavaScript engine treats this as an official instantiation command, returning a freshly populated array object right on the spot. And as you can see, it's printed here on the screen. So if we use reflect construct and we use it for a date object, date, and pass in an empty array, what kind of object will this return to us? Look at it. You can see it is returning a standard JavaScript date instance representing the current date and time. So you can see how flexible and how much more powerful it is to use a reflect construct method as against the traditional new keyword when working with our new object or new array method, new array object in JavaScript.